Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ashish and today let's do the unboxing for the Magic Keyboard with the numeric keypad. Now, you may find that this is a product that has been in the market for the past 4 years at least, but I find the numeric keypad to be really useful, and this additional space makes productivity a lot easier. So even though the new iMac is coming with the new keyboard, which is about that much, and it has the useful Touch ID button, which this one doesn't, I still prefer this style of keyboard. So is it worth the $150 or 11,900 rupees in India? Let's find out. So quite simple packaging. On the back here you get the information about the manufacturing. This one was imported in the month of November 2020 and I'm actually unboxing it now in May 2021. Fairly simple packaging on the outside, typical Apple. Okay, so let's try and slide it out of the case, and you can see that the keyboard is revealed as soon as you slide this out. You have this little tab here to pull up the keyboard. Thoughtfully Apple as usual, and there we are. Let's keep the keyboard aside for a second, and thankfully you do get the charging cable right here. This is meant to charge the keyboard. I am aware that it lasts for about a month, but this is still useful, so you can connect this to a USB charger, or if your computer still has USB. It's quite perplexing why they haven't shifted to USB-C as yet, because none of their Macs now support USB-A connections, but it is what it is. And then besides that, you have these little booklets in here. So this is looking like a quick start guide, and you have some regulatory information here and the warranty information. So it does state here that it requires macOS 10.12.4 or later. Okay, and now let's peel off the covering for the actual keyboard itself. And there we are. So there you go, that's the actual keyboard right there. It's got white keys. Unfortunately, it's not backlit. And right here, you've got the lightning connector. And you've got the on-off button here. On the bottom, you have 4 rubber feet, which will hopefully enable it not to move around on the desk. And yeah, they seem to be doing their job quite well. So yeah, it looks quite a good, nice quality product. And just to make sure, well, there's nothing really apart from that on the sides. Now in terms of the typing experience itself, there are few surprises. If you're used to one of the keyboards from Apple's MacBooks or even the Magic Keyboard of the iPad Pro, then you will feel at home within a few minutes. In fact, this is one of the main reasons I'm transitioning to this keyboard from the excellent TVS keyboard, which is based on Cherry MX mechanical keys. The sizes of the keys themselves is exactly the same as on the other Apple keyboards, and this is a big boon for consistency. Make no mistake, a mechanical keyboard still ranks well above anything this slim, but going back and forth between keyboards, especially when the physical sizes of the keys are different, leads to a drop in typing speed. Now, I'm not a fast typist in any sense of the word, but for fun, I headed over to 10fastfingers.com, which allows you to type random words and calculates your typing speed. I found that my accuracy was better with this Magic Keyboard versus the mechanical TVS keyboard, and the speed was also slightly more. The escape key is nice and large and is flanked by a full row of function keys that double up for many features. You can increase and decrease the brightness of the MacBook screen, although this does not work for external displays. You can also launch mission control and increase or decrease the volume and play and pause media. There is also an eject button. So to connect this keyboard to your Mac, simply use a lightning cable. The pairing is automatic, and once paired, it will start charging the keyboard. Once it has been charged, you can disconnect the lightning cable and the keyboard will stay connected via Bluetooth. The remaining battery is displayed in the Bluetooth devices list on your Mac. Generally, the keyboard should last around a month before needing a recharge. Also, you can connect it to an iPad or iPhone as well, and it works seamlessly. So there you have it. In the absence of a Magic Keyboard with Touch ID that is available to purchase separately from a new iMac, I think this is one of the best options on the market. A keyboard should really be unobtrusive and gel into the Apple ecosystem, and this one does that perfectly. It comes with the additional numeric keypad and full-size arrow keys besides the more traditional delete, home and page up and down keys. In my opinion, it's well worth the extra cost over the standard Magic Keyboard, and the overall width is just 16.48 inches, which means it is still a very compact keyboard and will not take up a lot of real estate on your desk. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out my review of the iPad Pro Magic Keyboard as well. Links in the description. I'll see you in the next one.